Hello everybody and welcome to another Retro Wednesday, and this week I've got a special request. This is from Becky Martin, one of my dearest friends. She asked if I did Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, and so I'm going to devote this whole episode to Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, purely because I never actually owned it when I owned the SNES, and I've never actually played the game before. But I'm not even going to say I held high hopes for this game, because let's face it, everyone knows how highly regarded this game is for a SNES game. It has excellent graphics and great gameplay, and there's not really a lot I can actually say about this game. This is my first time playing it, so forgive me if my skills are a little bit not up to anybody else's, but everyone's got to start somewhere when they're playing a game. And first of all, let's address the graphics. This came out at a time when the 32-bit platforms were starting to come and make a noise, and it appears that Nintendo decided to hold back a little bit on that and start producing games like this, which are absolutely graphically superb for a 16-bit machine. And it really is a very good game. But I'm sure everybody who's played this knows that already. If you've never played this, I do suggest you go out and play it, because it is great fun. And yeah, that was purely done by accident. I'm pretty much learning the game as go, and during playing this, because this is by emulation, that was purely by accident as well. And yep, that's another one. Let's did I get this one as well? Yeah, I think I did. But it's a fantastic game, and there's not really a lot I can really add to that. It's a very good game, and if you haven't already heard of this, then where the hell have you been? But the graphical style is very reminiscent of some of the other SNES games that I've played, like Super Mario role-playing game, which is another game I highly recommend, by the way, for anybody out there who's got a SNES emulator or Switch or something like that. If you own an actual SNES, just bear in mind that you would need to buy an American copy of it if you speak English, and use a converter on it. But saying it was only released in Japan and America, I believe. It's one of those sad things. Always sad when a great game like that never actually gets released in Europe. But this one did, as it was made by a British company. Rare have got quite a bit of history. Originally, they were Ultimate Player the game, and they created quite a few classic Spectrum games back in the early 80s, and they were highly regarded as one of the best programming companies for the Spectrum. So there really is a great pedigree in terms of the company that created this. And great graphics there for the rain. I should point out that I did manage okay to start with on the early levels of this game. Because I didn't have any instructions with it, there were some things I didn't know you could do in the game until I got further in the game. You'll probably notice that, in particular the picking up of the barrels. I didn't realise you could actually hold them and carry them. So I am aware of that mishap in my game playing. I'm repeating the level again, purely because I'm going to try and build up my lives, knowing full well that I haven't got much experience on this game. So we decided to build up my lives, just in case I'm going to need them. and carrying on with the game now. There will be a point later on in this playthrough where it might actually cut a bit. That's because I've recorded an hour's worth of gameplay for this, but it's a bit much for one episode, so once I actually deliberately start setting out to build up my lives, I will be cutting the game short and then continuing on. So yeah, as you can see, we're going to be collecting some lives, so I'm just going to leave that there and move on to pass where I'm just repeating these levels. And now, as you'll be able to see, I've actually got a few lives now in hand. And it's a good job too, because I remember these levels when they were starting to give me the odd bit of a problem. It's been a long time since I played an old school platformer like this. And I don't know why, because it's a really good game, but yeah, this it's certainly hard in the classic SNES way. Just drop down there, lovely. Yes, if I recall now, then this game's going to start giving me quite a few problems. Yes, the thing about these old SNES games really, it's like they're hard, but they're not unfairly hard. So you can't exactly blame the game for being unfair 9 times out of 10. So yeah, any mistakes in these old games, it's fair to say the chances are it's something you've done wrong. Although I'm sure anyone can think of a game from back then that was unfairly hard. I could certainly think of a few off the top of my head. And it really is a good job that you basically control 2 characters in this. Because it does make the ability to go through that level is a little bit more likely. And I really do like the underwater graphics on this game, it has to be said. Another K there. Spotted a banana there and accidentally found a secret area. There we go. Whoops, that wasn't very clever, was it? I suppose if anybody knows if you can kill the octopus with one of those. I wasn't going to chance it. Oh well, lost that life. On something to say, it does look like Donkey Kong's using that as an extension of his private. Oh well. Well, maybe it's just me. Yeah, I thought this was one of the easy levels in the game, to be honest. Yeah, I cut out that butterfly thing. It just enabled me to go to another part of the map. So wasn't anything particularly useful at that point. I'm not 100% sure, but does using Diddy Kong actually enable you to jump a little bit higher? So, being as I'm using an emulator, I don't have the instructions, so I'm not 100% sure about that. I get the impression you do. Oh yeah, this is where the game really started giving me problems. Because I do recall it was towards the end of this playthrough, I didn't even realise you could carry the barrels. Purely because I don't have the instruction book, but so just pick them up and do that. But I didn't realise that if you held the button down, it actually help allow you to carry them. Still, I learned from that mistake. Oh yes, this really became a bit of a problem for me, this little section. Oh, am I getting mixed up with another level? No, this is definitely it. Oh, this gave me so much trouble. Not as much trouble as the level that came not too long after this level, actually, oddly enough. I'm a non-missed. It's definitely one of those hit and miss points in the game for me. That's not to say I'm not. I didn't enjoy playing it because it's a good fun game. Good graphics for the 16-bit era. Okay, let's stop that there and skip a little bit on through the playthrough. And here we are with the one that I actually finish it. Yeah, I've cut about 20 minutes of footage out of that. So yeah, I really struggled. Here we go. Oh yes, I got lucky on this one. So on to the save point. I was playing this game. I do recall thinking it's a good job I didn't have this game back in the day on the other snes, because that controller would have been thrown up the wall so many goddamn times. It's unreal. I'm just going to cut that this bit out of here. It's just me replenishing my lives. And here we are now. I'm going to go into the first boss fight. Nothing too difficult about this. It's just your simple jump on him, and the more you jump on him, the faster he gets. Nothing too hard. And you're rewarded with nice big juicy Nintendo banana at the end, which is always a bonus. Donkey Kong seems fairly happy with that. And now this is where I really started to struggle with the game now on these levels. Not so much this one, but the one after. Oh boy. This is definitely one of those games I would actually like to play if I've got a like spare day or something and just spend the whole day playing it. Because in today's society, time is everything, and it's really difficult to try and find a game that really rewards you for putting the time and effort into it, such as a game as this. Yeah, obviously taking my time through this. Not quite sure what that pause was there. I don't remember anything like that in the game, but nevertheless it was there. I was a bit concerned it was something to do with me doing this voiceover, but it obviously wasn't. And now this level annoyed the hell out of me. Oh my god, this was a nightmare. How the hell was you supposed to get those bananas, honestly? Come join me on my gaming section of hell. I did get past it though. So I didn't stop on this level. Oh, remember this might have actually caused me a bit of problem coming out of it. And this bonus area is not as easy as some of the other ones. Yeah, and at this point I was swearing because it put me right at the start of the level again. Donkey Kong there didn't look too happy himself, did he? Anyway. Still got a couple of extra lives out of it. Oh, thank God. And how the hell are we supposed to get that third letter? Every goddamn time. You know, a game's starting to get on your nerves a bit. It's when I start thinking in terms of cliches. At this point, I was actually thinking I'm getting too old for this crap. Ooh, that was lucky. Oh! God damn. The joypad nearly went up the wall at that point, I do recall. Yeah, I definitely found this to be a tough level for sure. There was something strangely entertaining about it. Hoop. And hoop. Really is one of those levels where you've got to memorise absolutely everything. That jump there is quite tricky. I wonder if something was going on with my capture card. That's very weird. How entertaining do I find watching this? To be honest, this is the umpteenth times I've attempted this level on there. I haven't cut anything yet. Oh, it's really, really weird. It's weird. It's kind of like I'm rooting for myself. Sorry. And this is pretty much the last level. Actually, oh no, it's not. This one did actually give me a lot of trouble though. So, oh god, yeah, I remember this level. It took me ages to figure out how to get to that checkpoint. In fact, I expect a cut to happen at any point now. I do apologise if you're seeing any sudden pauses within the gameplay. Something must have happened while it was capturing. It doesn't appear to be too bad, but nevertheless, do accept my apologies. Oh god, that section of you just got Donkey Kong on his own is absolutely lethal. I've just skipped forward to the part where I actually figured out how to reach that save point. Why I didn't realise this before, I don't know, it's so obvious, but as I said, I'm getting too old for this shit. There you go, now I can feel a little bit easier about dying. Yeah, trying to get through there as Donkey Kong seems to be a lot harder, which makes me think that it's they both have different attributes that work better in different situations. So you just cannot seem to get through that quick enough a lot of the time. You have to be pretty spot on if you're going through that with as Donkey Kong. But I do love the way that they've used all these pre-rendered characters. Let's swap characters there. Get Froggy and chase Suzuki Nakamoto. No, not really. No. That's very naughty. And I failed miserably. I do love that tag team animation. It's quite amusing, that is. Yeah, and yet again, the game is making me feel like I want to throw the controller at the wall. So it's a good job it's a PC. There's not a lot that's going to make me want to throw my PC at the window. And again for the umpteenth time. In fact, let's just skip on just a little bit further. If I don't succeed doing it on this time. And I believe this is the one that I actually managed to complete the level on. And this is probably going to be one of the few times I actually do one of these type of videos lasting this long, because it can be quite difficult to actually talk for this long about one individual game. So lesson learnt there, Mima. Yeah, that was a terrible attempt, wasn't it? And I'll just give you a quick look at this level here. It's not something I managed to complete. Although I did like the idea of this level, where you the light traffic lights, you hit the go barrel, it changes the lights to red, and they stop for temporarily amount of time until they go back to green. And you have to play the level taking that into consideration. And so I think I'm gonna end it right there. And that was my thoughts on Donkey Kong Country on the SNES. Thank you, Becky, for the suggestion. My thoughts on it, well, very good game. Not really much wrong with it. A lot of people probably find it quite difficult compared to a lot of today's games, but nevertheless, it's a classic, and it's obviously why it's a classic. And anyway, if you like what you watch, then click like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, as printed up on the screen now, I've actually started a new series talking about me developing an RPG based on me, and I'm going to be posting development videos every now and then when there's no news to talk about. If the first one's already been posted, have a look through my playlist, see if I've forgotten to put it in the description or in the tab or something at the top of my video. But if game development interests you, then feel free to join me on my discovery as I attempt to make my own. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and come back later for some more gaming goodness. And so, till then, good night.